And we're live.
Good morning, and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 152. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the show creator, the executive producer. That would be my son, Matt.
Yo.
Thank you for checking. That's all you'll hear from him today.
Yeah,
he's done.
It's a Thursday. I'm tired.
Thank you for checking us out and selecting us. Our goal is to start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube, but you can also find us on all of your podcast apps, wherever you go.
And feel free to rate us on the podcasts. I went on the podcast apps for the first time in a long time. You know, I do the show, so I don't really listen to the show all that much.
Yeah.
You can rate us. Give us 5 stars if you like us.
Cool.
Give us 1 star if you don't. But please give us 5 stars if you like us.
That'd be nice.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Coming up today, do you have a comfort food that you turn to after a long day? Some people posted their thoughts on this last night on Facebook. We'll talk about bucket lists today. We have a new Stumpah for you. And is the world ready for Baby Shark, the movie?
No.
I know I'm not, but we'll get into that and much more today. But good morning and welcome. Yes, we are here. Studio dog Charlie's on the sofa right now behaving.
I have to ask.
What?
How's your coffee?
Oh, I wanted to say, I think I've got the perfect balance.
Did you take out some measuring spoons?
No, I
To
just
get precise?
I just again used the carton of half and half, but I paid close attention this time.
Before you started pouring, did you say, okay, when I tell myself to stop, I'm going to stop?
I think I told myself, don't mess it up like you did yesterday.
All right. Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay. Now we just get to watch him drinking. I guess that's my fault.
very good.
Very good.
Very good this
Good
morning.
ratio of cream to coffee.
Cream to coffee's just right, I
Nice.
think.
That's what it's all about.
If I had to measure it, I wouldn't know how much. Yeah, maybe someday. Yeah.
Well, you would go, I'm assuming you'd go like 1 teaspoon. Too bitter.
Not enough.
2 teaspoons. Too bitter. 3 teaspoons. I don't have time for this. And chuck the cup of coffee.
That could work.
Yeah.
Trish is on special assignment for the show this morning, so
Yes.
she will be getting here a little later than usual.
We can't tell you what it is, or we would have to kill you. So we like you guys. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is National Random Acts of Kindness Day today, as I totally switched gears from what he just said. So
Well, I said I'm not going to tell them.
not going to tell them.
Because then we'd
Right.
have to,
We'd have to
I
kill
think
them.
that's an act of kindness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's your random act today. National Random Acts of Kindness Day. I was trying to think of what could you... The obvious one is to pay for the car behind you when you're getting coffee.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. But then, now, is the protocol if someone pays for your coffee, do you pay for the one behind you?
I would think so. And then doesn't that just make for a total line of pressured people?
Until you get the one jerk that doesn't do it.
I
Just got away with a free coffee.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
So, it's also National Cabbage Day, which I used to eat cabbage. I used to eat raw cabbage, but
Gross.
that's about it. I'm not really a cabbage fan. On the Datebook on this day in 1621, Miles Standish is elected as the first commander of the Plymouth colony.
Isn't it a campground now?
Yeah, it's a state park.
Oh, okay.
Miles Standish State Park. On this day in 1801, the U.S. House of Representatives breaks an electoral college tie by electing Thomas Jefferson as president over Aaron Burr, sir.
Yeah, I've seen the song that they sang
Yeah.
when that happened.
On this day, you were there. Huh?
I was there, yeah, actually, yeah. I saw it on Disney Plus.
On this day in 1933, we had the first issue of Newsweek published. On this day in 1943, New York Yankee Joe DiMaggio enlisted in the U.S. Army, which made me wonder if today's athletes would do that. Do you think some of the superstars would enlist in the Army or Marines, or would they claim they have to stay home and entertain people playing baseball?
I think some might, but the thing is, do they still get the money from the professional sport? Because, I mean,
That's true.
I don't know if they would give up that kind of contract.
I don't know if they did that back in the day, like when Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio got in the Army. Yeah. On this day in 1958, the comic strip BC first appeared, which made me wonder, do we even have comic strips anymore?
I don't think so.
I think...
Well, yes. No, that's a lie. Yes, but in different forms.
Okay.
Like some people post comic strips on Instagram.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
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 But I don't buy a paper, so I don't know.
True. I would think that there still are some. Somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah.
On this day in 1967, the Beatles released Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields. On this day in 1972, President Richard Nixon leaves Washington for a groundbreaking trip to China. On this day in 1988, the U.S. women's ice hockey team beat Canada and won the first Olympic gold medal. But more on that in a moment. And on this day in 2014, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon premiered on NBC. I remember when that first started, I was like, who is this guy? Is he? Yeah. But I've grown to like it.
Well, you didn't.
I wasn't a big Jimmy Fallon.
You didn't know about him before The Tonight Show on, what was it, late night? No.
He was on...
whatever he did.
Yeah, he did a late night show.
A different nighttime talk show.
Right.
Yeah.
He did a late night show and also SNL.
Yeah.
But...
he's kind of goofy looking on SNL.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know how would he do on The Tonight Show, you know?
Killed it, though.
Yeah, he did. Celebrity birthdays today. Football star James Brown is 86. Lou Diamond Phillips is 60. Michael Jordan is 59. Larry the Cable Guy, real name Daniel Lawrence Whitney, for those of you who wish to win at trivia some night. He's 59. Baseball writer Buster Olney is 58. Football's Brian Cox, 54. Actress Denise Richards, 51. Actor Jason Ritter, 42. Paris Hilton is 41. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is 40. Bonnie Wright, who played Ginny Weasley, is 31, and singer Ed Sheeran is 31.
You want to catch your breath there?
I know.
Wow.
That's a lot of
February 17th, busy day.
lot of birthdays. All right, what do we have in the chats this morning? I see Diane was here bright and early.
Yeah,
right?
GMS, Good Morning Squad.
Good Morning Squad is what that's.
Hopefully that's not an abbreviation of like something bad. Did we fact check that? Like we're not promoting.
No, I have not.
I don't know. I can't think of anything on the spot.
Should I?
Something bad. Anyways, Gail's here. Glory's here. Good morning, guys. Gail, Justin's here. Gary's here. Good morning. Gary said, "Is it Friday yet?"
No.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Gail said, "Explain the stars, if you will." Yeah, on podcast apps like Apple Podcasts and Spotify, you can rate the when you're on the podcast page. You can rate the podcast out of 5 stars. So you can choose your amount of stars, and it submits it, or you could write a review and say,
"Oh, nice.
How funny we are, how honest we are,
how that Pete drives me crazy,
how much we complain." No, don't put that. No, you could if you enjoy it.
Yeah,
but whatever you want. Yeah, you can leave reviews on podcast apps.
I love
it. YouTube doesn't really have. YouTube just has the like. If you like the stream, it helps. But yeah.
Okay,
that's that.
In the news today, as I mentioned, the U.S. women's hockey team, they suffered a devastating loss to Canada last night and had to settle for a silver medal. The highly anticipated rematch of the 2018 Olympic gold medal game that I just told you ended with a 3-2 Canada win. The Americans fell behind 3-0 and did make it closer in the third period, but the Canadians' defense shut down a late surge. Also on the slopes, Michaela Schifrin lost her balance again and skied out in the slalom. She has one more shot at a medal in the team event on Saturday. Meanwhile, 4 American free skiers have advanced to the final and have a real good shot at sweeping the podium on Saturday.
You think it feels better to win a bronze than a gold than a silver?
Bronze and a silver,
especially in a sport like hockey, where you're playing for the gold, and if you lose, you get the silver. But it's like, but if you're playing in the bronze game, you either got nothing or a bronze medal.
Yeah,
so you're playing for something.
So you're like, at least I got a medal.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Yeah, I think the bronze gives you a little more.
Because silver, you're remembering the loss. You had a chance and you lost.
Yeah,
that kind of stinks.
Yeah, it does. The Super Bowl was a huge game, but it wasn't the biggest football game over this past weekend. That took place in Las Vegas at the Tropicana Hotel. The makers of Madden NFL 22 invited real NFL players to play the game as it was projected on an enormous 47,337 square foot screen that was attached to the side of the hotel.
I just want to play one game on it. Just one game.
And don't you bet there was one guy in the crowd who said, "Hey, honey, we should get one of those."
Yeah. Yeah, his name was Josh or Stephen. Sarah and Kat's significant others.
Yeah. Those guys, when they walk into a Best Buy or something, they're like, "Oh, look at that, 72-inch. Derwin James of the Chargers and Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns went head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys' Micah Parsons and the Vikings' Justin Jefferson. There was also a Guinness judge there to confirm that it did set a new world record for the largest projected video game display.
They should advertise a little bit better next time. I didn't know it happened until the game was over.
Right.
So I did not watch.
Yeah.
I would have watched.
Story from TV in Alabama. This is from WSFA. Police in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, shut down several blocks around a federal courthouse Monday morning over concerns of a package they feared was explosive. 2 employees at the courthouse called police to report a suspicious package had been left outside the front entrance of the building. Police didn't want to take any chances, so they cordoned off an area and wouldn't let any cars or pedestrians near the building. The hazardous device unit was called in, and they quickly identified the contents of the suspicious package. What was it? It was a taco and a burrito cravings pack from Taco Bell. Someone had ordered food and had it delivered to the courthouse, and it was just left in front of the courthouse. The police department immediately reopened the area and enjoyed a good laugh. A story that truly gives new meaning to explosive Taco Bell.
All I want to know. Number one, did it not say Taco Bell anywhere on the package? I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten Taco Bell and it hasn't said Taco Bell on the bag.
True. Unless the delivery company will put it in their own kind of bag. I don't know,
But even then, wouldn't it say like DoorDash on it or something?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. What a sketchy Taco Bell delivery. But two, did the person that ordered it get their food?
Evidently not, because they probably put it in one of those big bomb department
True,
things.
yeah. The robot took it,
Yeah.
or whatever. I know nothing about this. The robot took it and exploded it.
Yeah.
I picture it like the Monsters Inc. thing, where they, with the sock, they put the dome over it, they explode it to a dust, and then vacuum it up. Something like that. Poor tacos.
Stumpah time already. Here we go.
Stumpah time.
On a Thursday morning, this is true for only 4% of Americans. What is it? This is true for only 4% of Americans.
Don't give any
What is
hints.
it? I'm fighting it.
I know. I know you are. Drives me insane when you do that.
So what is it? So it's true for 4%, but not for how many?
96%.
96%.
I get worried when you start to extend the question. That's when I get really worried. When you're like, 4%. Well, let me use yesterday's example. What was it? At the average American, or no, this happens most on Wednesdays.
Wednesday, right,
It happens
right.
on Wednesdays. You would think maybe a Saturday, but no, it's a Wednesday.
Like, shut
what
up.
would happen on Wednesdays? I don't know. I'm a little hungry right now. I don't need to do this because I'm a married man. The answer was first date.
Yeah.
But he would on the first day, you just ramble sometimes.
All right. This is true for only 4% of Americans. What did? By the way, I almost did it this morning.
What? Oh, yeah.
He's told me, he says, I can't wait for the day you put it on upside down. I did it today. But you've planted that in my head so much that I checked.
Good.
You know, because I could have been sitting here this morning going, okay, in the news, we've got.
That's why I know you about these things. Because look, it helped.
I suppose I should thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome. That's all I wanted.
Okay. All right.
Was recognition. Here we go. This is true for only 4% of Americans. What is it?
What is it?
Justin said no debt.
No debt. Nope, that's not it.
Not it. I need to. Okay, yes, I know what it is. Mia says financial stability.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Gary says no kids.
No kid. No, that's not it.
4% of Americans.
It's probably higher. Right?
Higher, yeah. You think only 4% of people don't have kids? Affordable health care.
Affordable. No, that's not it. No. Not in this country.
Good answer. Mia says no chronic conditions.
Ooh, no, that's not it.
Very deep answer.
That'd be so nice.
Gary says own a home.
Own a home. No. Only 4%?
I see what you're thinking. I think it would be a little bit higher though.
Yeah.
Well, because now it's tough to own a home.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Being left-handed. That's a good answer, Mary Lou.
Good answer, but that's not it.
Not it. Trish would be a part of that 4%,
Yes, she
but that's not it. Emily says no bank account.
No,
4%.
no. Good guess, though.
Not it.
None of you kids are left-handed, are you?
No. I do some things left-handed, but like dominant hand. No.
Right. I'm surprised about that. The genes and stuff, and I'm surprised that all four of you are right-handed.
Is
like
it
I am.
genetic? Is your handedness genetic? I've never actually known whether or not that's true.
I don't know what else it would be. What do you mean?
I don't know, because you just kind of start doing it one way, and then if it doesn't feel comfortable, you do it another way. Is that genetic?
Your mom tells a story about her grandmother who raised her. Her grandmother was left-handed, but was forced to become right-handed.
That's just messed up.
In school or whatever. Back in then, left-handedness was looked at like the devil or something. So they made her right-handed. Her right hand penmanship is horrible.
You look at things from back in the day, and you're like, "What the hell was wrong with people back then?"
What were we thinking? All right, this is true for only 4% of Americans. What is it?
Eat fast food, says Gary.
Ooh, no, that's not it. No,
Gail says they have different colored eyes.
No, that's not it.
That's a great guess.
I always love
that.
guess.
Would be like 4%.
I always love guesses on day one because there's so
they're all over the place.
Yeah.
But there's some great answers.
Right.
Mia says ambidextrous. Another great answer.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Not it. Mia also says 4% are a twin, triplet, etc.
Etc. No, that's not it.
Is it etc. or etc.? I just think of the king and I.
Yeah, the king.
That's all.
Etc. Etc. Etc.
But technically, it's etc. So wouldn't it be etc.
True. I guess we have a silent T.
Anyways, those were very poor accents this early in the morning. We would like to apologize for that. 4% of Americans never played sports, says Justin.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Diane says, can roll their tongue. Is that because we just did that?
No, that's not it.
I didn't know that was the thing that people really struggle with.
What? Rolling their tongue?
Your R's. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like in Spanish. I didn't realize it until Spanish class when they were like, you got to roll your R's, and a bunch of people couldn't.
They couldn't do it? Wow. I know I can do it, and you can do it.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Emily says albino. 4% of Americans, albino.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Mia says, have never had a job.
No.
Are over 100 years old. That's a good answer.
No, that's not it.
I think it'd be, I wonder if it'd be less than that.
Over 100?
Over 100.
Yeah. Because you only hear about a few.
Yeah. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. I want to make sure I didn't skip over anybody's answers.
This is true for only 4% of Americans.
Never played sports, can roll their tongue.
I haven't thought about it.
Mary Lou says yes. I just in case that was an answer. It's a wrong one, but I just need to make sure. Okay. Gary put laughing emojis. Wrong.
No.
But I need to make sure. I don't know. I think this is Justin picking on me because the game we were talking about, Worldle. I'm bad at it. He said only 4% of Americans know world geography.
No, that's not it. No.
I would be a part of that, I guess. Mary Lou can't roll her R's or her tongue. Interesting. I wonder what that is. That genetic? I don't know. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be muscle memory though? For your tongue is a muscle.
Yeah, but how do you train that? How do you try to? If you can, how do you try to do it?
Let's do morning tongue lifters.
That's okay. Emily says 4% of Americans have been homeless.
No,
not it.
No.
Don't have a smartphone, says Mia.
No, not a smartphone.
Not it. Gail says know how to drive. Know how to drive. Well, if you consider kids, but it would still be way higher.
Yeah, I think
still
so.
Be way higher. Maybe don't know how to drive would be a good answer. Incorrect, Matt.
That's yours.
Gary says don't have a cell phone at all.
No, that's not it. No,
not it. I wonder if they include kids in these surveys. It really changes the answer to things.
It does.
Yeah. Like the cell phone one, because if it includes kids, there's a lot of people, hopefully, without cell phones.
Right.
But if it doesn't include kids, 4% is a good answer.
I would say it does not, unless it's a specific kid question.
You have to reach a certain age to take a survey?
I've never read the rules. I don't know.
4% of Americans never had jury duty, says Mia.
Never. Oh, no, that's not it.
Let's all knock on wood. Just
he's
knock on wood and don't say it. If you put it out there, it's gonna. I know it's coming in the mail today.
By the way,
and when it does, I'm gonna blame you, and I'm gonna try and use you as an excuse.
You have to.
Why do you
you're my caregiver?
Why do you think you shouldn't sit on the jury? Well, you see, I hadn't gotten the letter until my dad jinxed it, so I feel like
he's to blame.
Yeah, there's some magical things going on, and I don't think that's fair.
Can I mention my case? Or would that?
I guess. If I get it, I swear I'm gonna flip out. Like, just so you know. But you go ahead. The floor is yours.
I got called for jury duty the other day, and there's just, I can't sit for, like, ask him. When I get up after this hour, I'm stiff.
Actually, if you want a little Easter egg, at the end of yesterday's show, I accidentally took off the end screen before I stopped the stream.
Right.
So there's a brief, right at the end of the show, after the outro, there's this brief shot of an empty chair over here. That's because the second the show ended, he left. And then I did that, and it was just an empty chair.
So I can't sit for too long, can't stand for too long, can't do anything for too long.
I can't stand you for too long.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we wrote and we explained the stroke and this, and they were like, "Oh, okay, he's all right. He doesn't have to come."
Yeah. Plus, you've been in media for so long. Even if you, because that's the thing. Even if you went, they'd probably be like, "Yeah, you don't need it."
Yeah.
So this way here, we're just expediting the process.
I thought I would use that. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I thought that would work to my advantage once when I went to jury duty, because I knew it was a case where a guy was suing an auto dealer who used to advertise on my show. So I'm like, how can I be?
That's true. That is kind of weird.
They're going to kick me out, you know?
And they didn't?
No, they made me the foreman of the jury.
Interesting.
What?
So I feel like that's a flawed system right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, this
Any
is
more
true for
guesses?
only 4% of Americans. Only a couple more. Mia says have a doctorate.
Have a doctorate? No.
Good guess. Good guess. Diane says can drive stick.
No.
No. Have traveled out of the country.
No.
That'd be higher. It wouldn't be super high, but that'd be a higher number, I think. Mia says sorry in advance for the bad juju. Yeah.
Well,
Mia says have a missing limb.
a missing. Ooh.
Getting
no.
graphic here.
No, that's not it. No.
Diane says outro. Have never heard that before. I like it. I guess it's an industry term.
Yeah, I guess we're talking shop here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's it for today. Officially stumped.
So we'll come back with the clue tomorrow, or we haven't discussed the clue.
Oh, yeah.
Which we probably
we'll come back
should
with a
have.
clue tomorrow.
Okay.
Because
So-
I want it to be a good clue. We're going to think about it.
Yeah,
We'll get
because
back
the
to it.
one I'm thinking would probably be
Give it
too
away.
much. Be
because
too much.
That's what you do.
That's what I do. Yeah.
By the way, you guys got to get it tomorrow, or it's another weekend Stumpah.
Oh no.
I don't know. You guys don't like that. I enjoy it.
And
thoroughly.
there's no Super Bowl distraction this weekend.
That's
So,
true.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So all you're going to be doing is thinking about the Stumpah.
Time for today's fascinating fact. How do birds know where to migrate? I mean, they go south for the winter. How do they know to come back to the right place? 40% of bird species migrate every year, with some of them traveling tens of thousands of miles. Did you know that Arctic terns fly about 50,000 miles every year, going from one pole to the other? Migrating birds can even find their destinations if researchers make them start from an unusual location, according to an article in The Conversation by Richard Holland of Bangor University. How do they do it? Well, Holland and his team published a study suggesting that some songbirds use a magnetic map to navigate long distances, but nobody knows how they can detect the Earth's magnetic field.
Yet I still set the GPS to go to the dentist that I've been going to since I was a child.
Do you really?
Yep. Just to be safe, I tell myself.
Okay.
And every time I go, I'm like, thank God I did that. I have no idea where I am. Been going there since I was born, literally.
Wow.
So, yeah. Shout out to the birds.
Talking about comfort food this morning, are you having a rough day? Everyone has
Just started.
That's true.
Hopefully that's not true.
Everyone has that warm, starchy, gooey food that seems to make you feel a little bit better when you're off your game. But it varies a bit depending on where you live. So let me go to the email I got here, or not email, but the notifications we got on Facebook yesterday. Comments, that's the word I want. I posted this in the promo for today's show, and a couple of people wrote in about, because I asked, what do you have a favorite comfort food, something you turn to after a lousy day? Your sister Sarah said Fluffernutter sandwiches. There's nothing better after a good day, bad day, long day, short day, whatever day. PBF. PBF.
I like it.
Susan said baked mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Yvette said ziti with meat sauce.
With meat sauce.
Yeah,
See, I prefer Alfredo.
And Jean said chicken fricassee with flat dumplings.
Did you pronounce that right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Fricassee.
Fricassee. Yep.
Interesting.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's fricassee, right? So that's what some of the people had to say that wrote in yesterday. Huffington Post did some research, and they found that each state has a favorite food. Then they compiled a list of the top 10.
Most of the time, these lists aggravate me.
Do they?
So, yeah.
Do you want the top 10 or you want the states first? Because I'm going to do our states.
Let's do top 10.
Okay. Coming in number 10, favorite comfort food, strawberry shortcake.
Okay. I guess.
Number 9, mashed potatoes.
Let's go. Of the banquet variety? But I mean, that's not really feasible. I had a bad day at the office. I'm going to head to the nearest banquet hall, grab some mashed potatoes.
But you would vote for that to be much higher, wouldn't you, than 9?
Oh, yeah.
Number 8, chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, that's just a solid answer.
Number 7 is chicken and dumplings. Love me some dumplings.
I do love dumplings, yeah.
Number 6 is baked potato soup.
I'm sure it's not, but that sounds gross.
Okay. Number 5 is pot roast, which seems like it would be a lot of work.
I don't really think. I mean, we had the debate about a pot roast the other day. Not rashing on pot roast. No. I just don't think it's a comfort food necessarily.
Number 4 is chili as a comfort food.
Okay, yeah.
Number 3 is chicken and waffles.
Yeah, chicken and waffles. It is good. Yeah.
Number 2 is fried chicken. Favorite comfort food, fried chicken.
All right.
And coming in at number 1, picked by 6 states, is a grilled cheese.
You know what? That's a solid answer.
I think so.
You can't go wrong with a grilled cheese.
Damn, I just noticed.
Especially because, I don't know, you had a bad day or you're rushing around or something. Grilled cheese is the go-to.
Yeah.
At least when we were kids.
Yeah. There's no mac and cheese in this.
Which is shocking.
Yeah.
Really is.
Florida, where we have some viewers, corned beef and hash is number 1 in Florida.
Did they pick comfort food or did they just ask people what their favorite food was? Some of these don't sound like... Comfort foods I kind of picture as like a, I don't know, well, maybe not a quick and easy. For me, it's like a quick and easy option. If you had a bad day, you can come home, make this real quick and have a great night.
They were asked their favorite comfort food.
That's weird.
Maine for Lori, chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies.
Trish's chocolate chip cookies. Be specific.
Yeah.
My name's not Trish.
Got to be Trish's. North Carolina, where Ryan lives, chicken and waffles. So another southern thing.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, Mia, they say stuffing.
Like stuffing is great.
It is.
But as a comfort food?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you make just stuffing to have in tab left over?
I mean, I'd be down for it.
Yeah. Gary, Rhode Island, pizza.
No, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
And Abby in Vermont, your favorite comfort food in the state is banana bread, which, again, takes me an hour and a half to make one.
And I've told this story before. Every time I eat banana bread, the second I take the first bite, I remember I don't like it. But it looks so good and it smells so good.
Yeah, especially,
and you're like, bread, chocolate chips.
I make one with chocolate chips.
It was baked, melted chocolate. Ooh, take one bite. I forgot there's banana in this. It's literally in the name, but I always forget that it's in there.
But you eat bananas.
Yeah, just bananas. I don't want it in my baked goods.
You don't like it in your baked goods?
No.
Okay. So anyway, what's your anybody checking in with your favorite comfort food?
Yeah, let's see. Justin said goldfish crackers heal the soul. 100%.
Really?
Yeah. Diane says my homemade mac and cheese. Yeah, I'm surprised mac and cheese wasn't in the top 10.
Yeah, very surprised by that.
Gil says cup of coffee and a small batch chocolate covered caramels.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that.
Dana says Grandpa's crazy soup. Dana, you should know by now. What is it? Drop it. What is a crazy soup?
What is it?
How are you going to say crazy soup and not tell us what it is? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued now.
I'm guessing a crazy soup is whatever's in the fridge, right? Dealing with whatever's got.
Oh, don't tell Trish that. She'll do it. She'll literally throw whatever's in the fridge. That's what she used to do with meatloaf.
Did we ever tell you that?
Before we had to sit down and talk to her about it.
She used to make meatloaf, and she would
just clean out the fridge.
Yeah, it was never the same twice.
Yeah.
She put salsa in it once.
She put nacho cheese in it once, which was actually kind of good.
Yeah.
I mean, she would never do anything disgusting like I don't know, almonds. She would never do that. But every now and then, it would taste. You're like, oh, this isn't the normal meatloaf. What do we got in here? It's like, oh, we got All I remember is the salsa and the nacho cheese. I don't remember what else, but there's always a surprise.
The salsa was a surprise. It was like, interesting taste.
Yeah. Mia says, interesting for Pennsylvania. I was honestly expecting some gamey meat. What makes meat gamey? You always hear that adjective in front of meat. What makes it gamey?
I've had some gamey meat, and I don't know how to describe it to you.
That deer was playing games before I got to him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess.
I have no idea. Gary says, preach, Matt. Preach. I feel the same way. I don't remember what I was preaching about, but amen is all I have to say.
About the grilled cheese, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Emily says, am I saying this right? Poutine, right?
Yep, poutine.
Yes, that's the carbs, cheese, warm gravy. Yum. Yeah, that's the fries with the cheese and gravy, right?
I think so.
But they don't call it fries.
No.
It's featured in Canada, I believe.
Yes.
Big thing in Canada.
Yep.
I've never been to Canada. I would like to go someday.
Yep.
And maybe never come home. No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
This guy.
USA. Grandpa's soup. Grandpa's Crazy Soup is a loose American chop suey, tomato-based hamburg, and spaghetti. Why is it called a soup? Got a little issue.
Maybe it's
The fact that it's a soup. Well, he did say it's loose. but
loose, yeah. So it's more juicy.
I guess.
More sauce.
I like my American chop suey tight. I guess.
Clumpy.
Well, I'm going the opposite of loose.
Okay.
I like a tight American chop suey.
This man likes put that on your profile
That
for
just-
dating or whatever.
that just
Likes a
feels
tight
weird.
American chop suey.
Gail says Crazy Soup sounds like stone soup. What is stone soup? Are we just going to keep doing this? Oh, well, stone soup is like boulder soup.
You remember that, right?
What's boulder soup? Oh, well, boulder soup is earthly soup. Oh, well, what does that mean? Oh, well, earthly soup is like banana soup.
Wasn't
What is it? Does that have bananas in it? No. Banana soup, you don't understand. Banana soup is like
okay.
skyscraper soup.
He's gone.
But what does skyscraper soup taste like?
Tastes like a construction site.
Construction soup. It's funny you mention that because that reminds me of mountain soup.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What does mountain soup remind you of?
Yeah. Goat soup.
Goat soup. What does goat soup remind you of?
Tom Brady soup.
There it is. There it is.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Got it.
You always get me, Pete. You just get me.
I do.
Where are we? I'm lost.
Didn't you guys do something in second grade where you made stone soup?
Wait, I know what stone soup is? I genuinely have no idea what that
Kat
is.
with
What is
us?
stone soup? Does it literally have stones in it? Is it like a fake? Is it like
It's a fake soup.
like when you're a kid, you put water and
Yeah, I think
dirt
so.
and
I think
rocks
so.
and
I think
worms
so.
in your watch?
Didn't it have something to do with a kid's story? I'm stretching here, reaching.
Someone explain what's going on to me.
Somebody explain stone
Gary
soup.
said banana bread. I agree until I take a bite of it, and then I'll disagree. Mia says game meat is basically hunted meat: venison, moose,
Okay.
etc. She loves
Etc.
It's Mia with the etc. today.
Etc. Etc.
Dana says poutine is my people. Poutine
right.
is my people.
There you go.
Gary said tight American chop suey. Enough said. Yes, I like my American chop suey tight.
There you
heard
go.
it here. All right, here we go. Gail said you start the soup with a stone, then add whatever you have. There are storybooks about making it. So it's not a consumable soup. Can we just clarify?
The way I remember it, no.
Okay. Doesn't sound like it's a consumable soup, and it concerns me if it is. And last thing, Mia says, oh, my comfort food, Fall River chow mein.
Oh, yes.
What makes it Fall River?
There's a company over there, I think it's called Humi.
Oh, okay.
So they make the chow mein noodles.
All right.
So
I didn't know if you just took your chow mein
to Fall River.
to the riv.
Yeah.
Just eat it there.
Can you eat better?
Tastes better by the battleship. Tastes better. That's the only thing I incorporate Fall River with. I
Kinda
relate
tastes
Fall
like,
River to is the battleship.
So it's like battleship soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes better on the battleship if you can.
Probably.
I don't know if you can sneak some chow mein on there. But.
Yeah, probably. So. All right. Recent survey. We study the darndest things in this world. Do people prefer male or female robots?
The important questions.
I guess so. According to a new study from Washington State University, people prefer interacting with female robots in hotels. Has anyone stayed at a hotel with a robot? I have not.
I don't think I have, no.
Researchers found that people seem to have some gender stereotypes in service roles, and they feel more comfortable when they're being cared for by machines with female traits. The female robot named Sarah, without an H. So, received a more positive rating with the study subjects than her coworker, who was a mail service robot named Alex.
America, where we're even sexist to robots.
Bump. I don't like that Marty around the Stop and Shop. So
A lot of people want to beef with Marty.
yeah,
I think they might have designed him to piss some people off.
think so.
I don't know many people that like him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even the people that work at Stop and Shop said they hate him. So who likes him? The guy that created him? I guess.
The bean counter, right?
Yeah.
Because although they're expensive,
But we've also heard stories of like they're designed to basically say there's a mess here, but they don't clean it up.
no.
So at that point, you just have an annoying child, right?
Whenever you're walking around, you hear clean up on aisle 5. It's like Marty's there.
But then he just struts through that place without getting out of the way. He's like, there's a mess here. And then he chills, right? Doesn't he stay at the spot until somebody cleans it up?
have to ask
and it's
Justin.
just loud and annoying.
Justin used to work there, so you'd
That's
have
true.
to ask him. I don't know.
Justin has the Stop and Shop cred.
I just know that I've turned a corner and there's Marty, and I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, I don't.
Go this way.
I don't need biscuits today. I'm out of here. I'm not messing with that dude. I'll just go make some stone soup.
Do you have a bucket list? How many of those items have you actually ticked off your list? And do you have a time frame to get those things completed? Boy, some people go to all extents with this. But I don't really have it. I don't have a physical bucket list. Mm-hmm. I just have things come up in life where it's like, oh, I'm going to put that on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I never do. Mm-hmm. I never do. But it seems like a lot of people do, though, have time frames and have the whole thing mapped out here. There's a new survey that found that the average person has 11 items on their bucket list. Why 11? Why not 10? Why not 5? I don't know, but it's 11.
I guess you get to 10 and you're like, oh, wait, no, I forgot.
Yeah.
I want to go to space
Yeah.
with Jeff Bezos.
And they want to complete those things by the time they're 47 years old.
Okay, hear me out. That doesn't even make it a bucket list, though, right? That's just
Why?
a to-do list.
Oh,
Isn't it? A bucket
I
list
think
is
you're-
before you die. I
Charlie.
want to do these things before I die. If you want to get it done by 47, either you have a very pessimistic view of the world and you think 47 is the end,
yeah.
or it's a to-do list before you're 47. What's up, Charles?
Charlie's here. Charlie's like, where's Mom? She's usually here by now.
I know the first 5 minutes of the show, he was sniffing the door because
Yeah.
he knows she's supposed to be here.
He knows it's Thursday.
But
so he
that
does.
special assignment.
Looked at his calendar today and he said, oh, Mom comes home early today. So
He's
she'll
like,
be here
he's
soon.
really. Can I see him in this camera? A little bit.
Yeah.
He's really posing right now.
Yeah.
There's no good view of him.
Studio dog Charlie.
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
Big
Oh,
yawn. Attaboy, Charles.
guy. Yawns throughout the day.
Hey, he's just saying what we're feeling. Am I right?
So, what's stopping people from doing things on their bucket list? Not surprisingly, it's time and money, which, I mean, is obvious, right? That's the only thing.
True.
But you're right, though. If you're 47, you don't have a bucket list.
I just
It's
don't
a
really
to-do list,
yeah,
right?
That's just putting added pressure too. I mean,
Isn't the idea of a bucket list, those are things you want to do before you kick said bucket?
that is the definition.
Yeah.
Yes.
So who's thinking about kicking the bucket at 47?
I haven't actually thought about it. I don't think I have one yet.
I'm not surprised you're 23.
Just living in the moment, I guess. Well, I got to get going if I got to get it done by 47.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything?
Anything on my bucket list?
No.
There's a lot of things I want to do. You know, like I told you the other day, I'd like to take the train cross country.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
But I wouldn't say
Maybe we
that's...
could make that happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never looked into it, to be honest. I don't actually know how expensive it is. Plus, what do you do? What do you do when you get there? The whole point was the train. Do you just hop on the train and go back? Or do you actually go out and
back?
sightsee?
You fly back?
That's true. But does that defeat the purpose?
Yeah.
Walk
I don't
back. Do it legit. Walk back. And make a YouTube series of it. That's what that's what everyone's doing. I mean, it's a cool idea, but everyone's doing it now.
Everybody's doing it.
We got to do something different.
Yeah, right.
Some
Can't
guy
do the same.
scootered across the country. What can we do?
Okay. You could push me in a wheelchair.
That's
all
okay.
the way across the country. No?
Nah, that's not on my bucket list.
We'll think of something.
Let's see. We do have some bucket list things.
Oh, good.
Dana says, Ireland, Italy, France, all for food. There we go. You got to have the motivation. That's it right there. I like it.
Is Ireland big for food? I know Italy and France are, but I'm trying to think.
Do you think they don't eat in Ireland? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they must eat. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some things about Marty.
Oh, really?
First
All
off,
right, let's.
Gloria says, does Marty record anything I say to him? Justin, as the official Stop and Shop correspondent who no longer works for them, so he can freely speak about the company and the
Yes,
brand.
you can. Yeah.
Do they record anything? Can you spill the beans? Let's see. Mia says, I love Marty probably because I don't actually like interacting with people.
Okay.
That's I'd probably be the same way. I don't go to Stop and Shop all that often. Actually, I don't even remember the last time I was in Stop and Shop.
Really? Yeah. Wow.
I don't really like grocery stores.
Yeah, and you've got mom and dad to do your grocery shopping. I mean,
Trish does the Walmart delivery a lot now, too.
We don't even go out to the grocery store.
We don't even go out ever. We live here permanently. No.
Yeah, post-pandemic, we never go out.
So
man.
it started when you were in Virginia. She hates grocery shopping. She'll run any errand in the book, but she hates grocery shopping. So, I think she might actually be here.
Charlie just got
We can get her
excited.
First person account.
Yeah.
Gail says, my grandson loves Marty. He has a plush Marty. They make stuffed animals.
They make a plush
Are we talking
Marty?
about the same Marty? The grocery store robot that identifies spills? They made a stuffed animal of that. Because if so, I hate capitalism.
You don't want to get one, put it right here next to Jethro?
No, we'll stick with the gnome.
Trish is here.
I always wait to see the face. There it is, Trish. Thank the Lord.
Trish. Yeah,
Thank the
he's
Lord.
always worried someday it's going to be somebody else.
I'm not worried, but I've said it before. What do we do in that case?
Yeah. Whoa, he's wiping out on the
Guys,
hardwood
crazy.
floor.
Hey, Charles, I actually do have treats this time.
Want a treat?
Oh. Charles. he goes so fast he wipes out.
We have got to get a studio cam. So we were just talking about how you hate grocery shopping.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I said you'll run any errand.
Yep. She'll do anything
just
else.
Not grocery shopping.
Yep.
All right.
How was your night? You seem sleepy.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Usually good means she got like 4 hours sleep, you know. I find out
true.
later.
We find out after.
Find out later.
Well, we are live on the internet. A lot of pressure.
Yeah,
A lot of
true,
pressure there.
true.
Stage fright.
I guess so.
Right, Trish?
I got the goods.
You got your
She's got the
special
goods.
assignment?
We
All
can't
right.
tell you what the goods are. Shh. We're not saying what it is yet.
No.
You guys will have to find out next Friday.
Next
Not even this
Friday.
Friday. Next Friday.
There's a clue. It's a Friday. So. All right. Did
Gil
you have any
says-
more on?
Gil
what?
says cartwheel across the country. But yeah, let's
last time-
have Pete do that. I'll drive in the car behind you to make sure you're safe, but you can do that.
The last time I did the cartwheel, I can't remember. So.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oof.
Justin says they can tell if you mess with him. I don't know about video, but my boss was messing with it, and they called the big boss to say someone was messing with him.
Oh.
So they got something.
Okay.
He must have cameras of some kind. That's how he detects messes,
sees, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Diane says, because of the Terminator, I'm highly suspicious of Marty. We can't say John Connor didn't try to warn us. And Mia says, can Trish give a Stumpah answer? Trish, I got one more thing for you.
I think she's busy.
Ma, I got one more thing for you. She's coming. For the people. Do you have the question?
Mia asked if you had an answer.
We need your Stumpah guess. We always ask you. So we need yours.
This is true for only 4% of Americans. Only 4% of Americans can do this. What is it?
4% of Americans can do this?
Yep. This is true for only 4% of Americans.
You did it again. You gave a slight hint.
Yeah, I did.
I really want to punch you
hate
in the
that.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exercise and diet faithfully and completely every day.
Okay, she had heavy patients last night.
Yeah. Exercise and diet.
Baby, 500 pounds.
She doesn't even care whether or not she's right or wrong. She was just making a point.
Could be, yeah.
Exercise daily and diet and all that jazz. Incorrect.
No.
Incorrect.
Thank you.
Incorrect.
All right.
Wow.
She say 500 pounds?
I missed that part. I hope that wasn't
Yeah, I think she did.
true. Jeez.
My goodness.
All right.
All right, time for the random question today. Our random question is, what is or was your favorite comic strip? We mentioned before it was on this date in, 1941 or something like that, that the comic...
A while ago.
Yeah, the comic strip BC began. And that got me wondering about, reading the funnies in the paper and what was your favorite comic strip? Or if it, like you said, if they're still doing it, I don't buy newspapers. I'm sorry. Ever since this came along, that internet thing. So what is or was your favorite comic strip? I wrote down a couple. I remember Garfield was a favorite. Also, what was the one with? I should have
Marmaduke.
Yeah, Marmaduke is the other one. I love Marmaduke.
That was a guess. I don't.
Oh no.
I'm not really into comics all that much.
What was the one with the guy, the child, Calvin and Hobbes? That was it. Calvin and Hobbes.
Good old Calvin.
You don't remember it, do you?
No, I don't.
No. The little boy who had a stuffed tiger, but in his mind and in the comic strip, the tiger was his best friend and was a real tiger that could speak English.
A little Toy Story action there.
Maybe
a little bit
before Toy Story.
Toy Story action. Yeah.
So, random question: what is or was your favorite comic strip? Do we have any ideas here?
Yes.
Okay.
Gail says Peanuts with Snoopy.
Yep. Yeah. Gotta love Charlie Brown.
Justin says Garfield. Dana says Garfield. Peanuts. Yeah. Gail says Blondie and Dagwood. I don't know that one.
Dagwood. Yes. That was a good one, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nowadays, comic strips are just like in a different form. Like I said, a lot of people post them on Instagram, which is really cool because you got the slideshow.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could search. Probably just comic strips
Maybe.
on Instagram. You'll find it.
Okay.
You just got to be creative. No more newspapers.
No more news.
They adapt. They adapt and overcome.
You have to adapt.
Yeah.
You can't sit around all the time saying, back in my day, we didn't do it that way. It's like, well, it's a new day.
Even though you definitely do that from time to time.
Do I really?
A little bit.
With what? Can you think of anything offhand?
I don't know. Probably like radio stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Probably radio stuff. You're like, all these people doing podcasts now. No, I'm just kidding. We do podcasts.
I do belong to a couple of radio groups on Facebook, and one of them is about old studios, and it's the radio geek side of me is they'll show an old what was it called, the board, and instead of sliders, it had what we called, and I had to learn this to gain my FCC third class license.
Ooh.
I had to learn they were called potentiometers.
Oh.
Shortened to pots.
Pots.
Yeah. Hey, put the pot down. Got the pot about 12 o'clock.
Someone walks in with a pot of mac and cheese like,
Nope.
it's not done yet.
Wrong room. Go down the hall.
Yeah, it's not. Different pot. Get out of here.
And they have pictures of the studio, and the guy we had 2 turntables.
Ooh.
Some had
A little
3.
DJ action.
Some had 3. But we'd have 2, so you could make a, quick segue.
A little fade out, fade in action.
Yeah. We had to queue up the records by hand.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Then we had to time it when the jingle ended, start the next record. Mm-hmm. Don't do that anymore, man. Everything's computerized. Just goes right down a playlist.
Yeah, you know how I do fades on the podcast now?
Yeah.
I press and hold the command key.
Yeah.
Click and drag.
Wow, we never did that.
Technology.
I guess.
The future.
The future.
The future.
Yeah. So, yeah, you got to adapt. That's the only way you can get going. So, yes, our random question. We'll post this on Facebook later. What is or was your favorite comic strip? I'll let you know if anyone says, what was it called?
I have more answers. Maybe this is one of them.
Well, I'm looking to see if anybody mentions. Wasn't it Mary Worth? Wasn't that it's like a soap opera. Mm-hmm. It was like a serious comic strip. There was nothing funny about it.
So it's just a strip?
I guess it would be. Okay.
Thank you.
What more do you have?
I just made it a comic strip. Let's see. Dana says Dilbert.
Dilbert. Yes, I do remember Dilbert.
Gail said Far Side.
Gary Larson, wasn't it? That was great.
Glory says Ebb and Flow.
Ebb and Flow, I remember that one.
Gail says Bummer of a Birthmark, Hal.
Bummer of, what is it?
I like it when I don't know the question, like comic strips. Don't know anything about comic strips. So all of these answers, no idea what it means.
Bummer of a birthmark.
Bummer of a birthmark, Hal. With a bullseye emoji. Does that help you?
No.
I have no idea. I can't help you. I'm just the messenger.
Yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger. Get it? Because the bullseye.
Yeah, right there.
There's more coming. There's more bad jokes coming. You guys just stay tuned. And Diane says Garfield. And I have the same birthday. Plus, we both love lasagna.
Look at that.
About. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why you don't like Garfield, because you don't like lasagna.
That's probably it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can't root for your boy
Ricotta
Garfield.
cheese tastes like chalk, and I will die on that.
He'll go to his grave.
I will go to my grave defending that.
I saw a recipe the other day for something, ricotta cheese something, and I was like, nope, can't make it.
There's foods that were discovered that a doctor was probably like, yeah, you could consume that. And so everyone was like, oh, it's food then. Ricotta cheese was not food. Someone said it was, you could consume it. We were like, oh, it's food then.
It won't kill you.
It'll kill your soul, is what it'll do. Gloria said, yes, Merryworth and Wizard of
Id.
I didn't know if I was like, Wizard of Oz wasn't a comic strip. Wizard of Id.
Now, that was funny, though. Wizard of Id, right? I seem to remember that one being funny, but Merryworth was...
It's a comic strip.
Merryworth was a soap opera. And there was another one, too, like King Arthur or something.
Dana said the deer had a birthmark in the shape of a bullseye on his tummy.
Oh, okay.
I like how Dana's using the word tummy.
Tummy. Yes.
Appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like you just do it to hear me say it.
Not his abdomen.
His stomach would be what I would say.
Right, but his tummy.
His tum-tum.
His tum-tum.
His tum-tum. Gail says, bummer, it's from Far Side. Apologize, Pete, you didn't get it.
Oh, okay. Now that she mentions Far Side, I can picture it.
Now that she gave you the answer, now you get it.
Now I got it.
Now you get it.
Yeah. Once I know all the answers, I'm fine.
Ooh, now Gail said the target was on his chest. Dana said tummy. I don't consider the tummy and the chest the same thing.
No. I think we have us a conundrum, which is a word I love.
What can you believe?
use.
The internet's telling me two things.
I know.
Death of the internet right there.
Finally, we have a new TikTok trend that might actually help people.
I don't believe it.
Now, usually these TikTok trends, they're things...
Eating Tide Pods.
Yeah. Ozone, putting garlic
in your nose. Yep.
Yeah.
Another great one.
People are dipping their face in a bowl of ice water for 30 seconds a few times a day. And it turns out it's actually really good for anxiety. Doctors say subjecting yourself to super cold water can be really good at calming your nervous system and relieving anxiety because it soothes the vagus nerve, never heard of it, which plays a huge part in how your body feels overall. You don't believe it?
What?
That this TikTok
I believe
trend
it's
is
true.
good? Oh, okay.
I didn't believe that there was a good TikTok trend.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. I was considering doing this on the show, and then I thought of two things. Number one, I always wear a hat, so my hat would get wet.
True.
And number two, where would I put the bowl?
Yeah, we don't have much.
I'm surrounded by electronics. That would only go bad.
In so many ways that could go bad.
The show would be over at that point.
Yeah.
Like, we would have to retire.
We wouldn't even get
I'm not replacing all this stuff.
wouldn't even get to peace.
Oh, yeah, no. It would just, that's it. That's a wrap.
Oh, and I lied when I said finally I did have another story. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's what happens when you put the show together in stages, But.
I never use that one. I love that one.
What do you call that? I used to call that wah-wah.
I call it the trombone.
Oh, okay. Back in the day,
it's a trombone with a mute.
I used to label it as the wah-wah. I don't know why.
I mean, because it's wah, wah. I mean, there you go. Yeah.
Are you looking for new scent?
No.
Okay, good night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you ask the questions. You always ask me the questions.
Yeah.
I give you my honest opinion.
Some folks like the smell of flowers, some like the ocean, but America's hottest scent mimics something we all love. French fries.
Something we all love as a food, which is where I think we get lost when we start creating things like this.
The Idaho Potato Commission has developed a perfume called Frites, which is supposedly a perfect imitation of freshly cooked spuds. Spelled Frites. It only goes for $1.89. So that's not bad.
Yeah, because nobody wants it.
They sold out, though, in their first batch.
Because of a gag gift. It's a gag gift.
Yeah.
No one bought that and was like, I'm wearing this on my first date.
According to the commission, the product came to life after a survey revealed that 90% of Americans cannot resist the smell of French fries.
Yeah, to eat them.
You don't want to meet a date, first date on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And she smells like fries?
No.
No. Okay.
Because Can you just imagine like smelling somebody and you're like, okay, they smell like stale fast food. Like, that's a turn on. Love me some French fries. I love them that much. I want my date to smell like it.
You know what's funny is
I want to smell it on my pillowcase.
You know what's funny is how memories come to you all of a sudden. You were talking about that.
What memory? I'm nervous.
My brother, it's fine.
Okay.
My brother used to
think about what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And you said you have a memory about this.
My brother, earlier when he was a teenager, he used to work for a McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay, which a lot of us did.
Yeah.
A lot of us did.
Making some
He used to
money.
work for McDonald's, and one day I borrowed one of his T-shirts because I don't know why, but it was his T-shirt. It was clean. It was out of the wash.
You were just trying to start some trouble.
It still smelled like grease, and nothing against him, but I guess if you work around that all the time, you just can't get that smell out.
That's why you got work clothes, you got play clothes.
Right.
Work clothes do be stinking sometimes. But why French fries? I think it might aggravate me more than when they do stupid food combinations. When they're like,
really?
avocado Oreos. Let's do it. This will be great. People love avocados. They love Oreos.
They love Oreos.
Throw them together.
Put 'em
I think
together.
it makes me more angry when they're like, yes, we're going to make somebody smell like meatloaf. This'll get the ladies.
Diane sent us a post on Facebook of Reese's peanut butter cups that have potato chips in them.
I saw that.
I was like, and she was like, why? Why are you messing with our fun? So
Yeah, that's my main problem is Reese's cups are fine. If they didn't make another version of them, they would still do completely fine. Honestly, out of all the food combinations, I don't hate that one all that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to have it, but compared
next
to
time-
some of these Oreo flavors.
Next time I go to Stop and Shop, if I can cut around Marty, I'll check out these
True.
peanut butter cups.
True.
Yeah.
Just maybe, I don't know, spear Marty.
Oh, and I hadn't got to the baby shark story yet.
Dude.
I don't know why I said finally.
One last story. By the way, I have 7 stories coming up.
But one last story.
Well, one last story.
The most viral earworm of all time is, for some reason, being turned into a full-length film. Nickelodeon Animation and Pink Fong are producing Baby Shark the movie. It will be based on the most watched YouTube video of all time, the Baby Shark video with 10 billion views. Just slightly more than ours on a regular basis. What?
You said you don't know why? Is that what you said at the beginning?
What?
I don't know why. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Cha-ching. When you have a song that goes that viral, you got to make a movie out of it.
Paramount announced the project, which is expected to arrive in theaters next year. Few details are known about the movie so far, like how the hell you get a plot out of that? But
You don't need a plot. You got
don't?
the song. It's going to be 3.5 hours of the song, just over and over again, with just different animated scenes in no relation with each other. Just the song.
it will likely contain a lot of music and get stuck in your head. Ironically.
Now, by a lot of music, do you mean a lot of songs, or do you mean one song a lot of times?
I'm hoping it's a lot of songs.
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
It's probably going to be different arrangements of the same song. This is the country version of Baby Shark. This is the pop version of Baby Shark.
This is the operatic version of
This is the Arabian version of Baby Shark.
Are we going to get a copyright notice again?
For
Remember-
your singing?
Remember
Maybe.
Remember the time we had a video of Liam
Yeah.
and Baby Shark was in the background? YouTube was like, you cannot use that song.
Well, that was the actual song, though. You singing, we should be all right.
Yeah.
Unless you sing it too well, Pete.
What could the plot be, though? I'm thinking, what could the plot be?
I mean,
How they
the good thing is you could literally just make any plot that has to do with a family.
how Mama Shark met, no, Daddy Shark met Mama Shark, and then came Baby Shark.
All you need,
I mean-
no, PG, Pete,
Oh, right,
PG.
right,
No, you could just like introduce the family in the beginning,
yeah.
and then to go anywhere from there. You just need to introduce. That's what the song is. Introduces the family,
So
and
that's
then just go crazy with it.
a full-length feature film is coming out of this.
Of course.
All right.
Of course it is. And, of course, Liam will want to see it. So get ready. You're going.
And, of course, Sarah's going to be there opening night.
And, of course, if Paramount's making it, it's going to be on Paramount Plus at some point.
Okay.
Sarah better get ready to watch that movie every day.
What is she watching now? Encanto is the one they're doing now?
Yeah, I don't know if they're still on that phase.
He's gone through.
They
He
watched
went
it
through a
many
phase.
times, many
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
I mean, it's a great movie.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for today. Do you have any chats you want to?
That'll do it for today. We just have 6 more stories to get to.
7 more stories.
Yeah. Gail says, I thought cannibalism was against the law. French fry scent or perfume? No.
Good point.
Glory said, who would want to smell egg spots? Or any vegetable, for that matter. Is potato a vegetable?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't it? I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the definition. I still don't really understand the whole tomato argument.
By the way, I understand why I goofed and said finally.
Why?
Well, the way I had the story written, it's supposed to be finally there is a TikTok trend that's good for people.
Oh.
So when I looked at it this morning, I went, finally. It's all that pause.
Finally, we have a TikTok.
Exactly.
Punctuation, people.
My apologies.
Punctuation changes
Yes.
everything.
Yes, it can.
Everything.
It can.
Yeah.
All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching or listening on the podcast. If you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of the show. We're live on YouTube weekday mornings at 8 o'clock, available anytime throughout the day, and we're also on your favorite podcast apps. You can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, or concerns. Tomorrow, Feel Good Friday, so if there's something you want to celebrate, you can call us and tell us your story, 774-473-9910. We leave you with a thought for the day, and our thought today is stop yourself from stopping yourself.
Short and sweet.
Pretty much. No matter what, make it a great day.
Peace.